We use steel to invigorate the city. We use steel to connect the world. We use steel to discover the mysteries of the universe. We use steel to shelter our lives. We use steel to light up human civilization. In every corner of the world, in every detail of people's lives, we keep on producing raw materials for the foundation of people's lives. We continue to provide the materials for people to realize their dreams. China Steel, building a better world. In 1949, a steel industry of the new China was born out of the ashes of China's War of Liberation. Starting with an annual output of 158,000 tons of steel, China Steel Enterprises, together with the People's Republic of China, started from scratch. Yet they blazed a new trail after enduring great hardships in the pioneering work. From plowshares to bridges, from railroad tracks to 2 bombs and 1 satellite, the steel industry has committed to advancing the course of new China. In the past 30 years, China's steel output has increased by more than 200 times, basically forming the prototype of a modernized steel industry. December 23, 1978, the first day after the closing of the 3rd plenary session of the 11th Central Committee, Bao's Steel fixed its first pillar of development. China Steel embraced me with open arms and strode toward the center of the world stage. Based on the implementation of reform and opening up policy, Shaogang Group adopted the contract system. Wuhan Iron and Steel Group led its way, orienting to quality and efficiency. Handan Iron and Steel presented valuable experience, and Bao Steel demonstrated its modern enterprise management. As such, the Chinese steel industry has gradually established a myriad of world-leading iron and steel enterprises by introducing novel technologies and conducting independent innovation. In 1996, China's steel production broke through the threshold of 100 million tons for the first time. Since then, it has maintained its position as the world's largest steel producer for more than 20 years. In 2006, China has become a net exporter of steel, marking the end of the more than 100 years history faced with steel shortage and relying on imported steel for economic development. In the 40 years of reform and opening up, China's economy has developed leaps and bounds, creating miracles that have captured worldwide attention. The steel industry has worked behind the scenes to support various Chinese industries to take off and laid the iron foundation for the Chinese people to move towards prosperity. Entering a new era, the scientific vision of innovative, coordinated, green, and open development has presented new missions and challenges to China Steel. From 2016 to 2018, as the forerunner of supply-side structural reforms, the Chinese steel industry has cumulatively reduced crude steel production capacity by more than 150 million tons, which effectively resolved overcapacity and made significant contributions to the recovery of the global steel market. At the same time, China's state-of-the-art steel products, which boast superior quality, advanced technology, and wide varieties, also provide premium choices for construction and development all over the world. The new expectations of the people are the eternal theme of China's steel development. Through reconstruction, expansion, governance, and more investment, with the construction of garden-like factories and the rise of factories that work towards the achievement of the Chinese dream, China's iron and steel industry is striving for self-innovation, with the courage to make painful self-adjustments and overcome all odds to fight against pollution, so as to make the dream of building a beautiful China come true with its iron will. Today, professionals of the Chinese steel industry continue to push the limits of the properties of metal materials and escalate the new peak of human industrial civilization. They also produce the raw materials that people use to build the civilization and create the source materials for them to realize their dreams. Today, from Africa to Europe, from East Asia to North America, across all regions, Chinese steel companies, as a bolster of the industrial civilization, have met more than half of the world's iron and steel demand by covering all kinds of high-quality materials. Today, China opens our factories to the world, shares advanced management concepts, and outputs cutting-edge technologies with China's independent intellectual property rights. With the spirit of openness, sharing, and fighting for the common fate of mankind, we will join hands in the global steel industry to usher in a new chapter of sound development. As one of the propellers of economic globalization, China Steel, while advancing on the Belt and Road Initiative, has demonstrated unprecedented responsibility and commitment for the benefit of the world. It's a process honing the spirit and will of mankind, in which new vitality is constantly injected. We'll forge ahead in exploring the infinite possibilities of steel. In the future, the steel plant will be green lungs of cities with a limitless supply of clean air and waste absorption. It will be the caretaker of human life, providing heat, electricity, and steel for securing a better life. It will be the leader of 5G applications, highly intelligent, personalized, and unmanned. On the basis of automation, it will make products' whole life cycle real-time, intelligent, and controllable, so that all processes are under control. Future steel plants know what you need, understand what you think, and serve you wholeheartedly. Human beings and our imagination are both developing at a stunning speed. Materials, industry, and civilization are evolving and changing at full speed. China Steel is pursuing and realizing once unattainable dreams one after another. It contributes its part to the world, turning the superb lifestyle that people long for into reality. China Steel, taking concrete actions to build a better world.